Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Christina with, I'm going to let you say your channel name because I have a hard time saying it right.
Bella Uncinetto.
I can't, I can say Bella, but the, the other part, I can't pronounce it right.
Fair enough.
And for those that are watching today on replay, I want to welcome y'all. And please leave a comment to let us know that you watched on replay. And also feel free to answer any questions that we ask on today's live. And let's see, we have Andrea here and Stephanie and Mama G. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? And Stephanie saying that she has a few minutes to tune in before the kids get home. Awesome. And let's see, we also have Nisi and Mel here. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? And I do want to let everyone know that my back has been giving me a lot of trouble lately. Um, And y'all probably noticed that I didn't go live at all last week. Um, Monday I had a doctor's appointment, and then Wednesday and Saturday my back was just hurting too bad. So I'm gonna like until my back starts to feel better. My lives will probably only last about an hour instead of an hour and a half. When I sit at the computer, the chair I sit in, it tends to make my back hurt worse. And like if I'm on the computer too long, it starts just making the back hurt. Let's see. Did I miss anything?
Gwenny Square said she's working on a mile a minute. She's redoing to add a shell she missed. And Mel is working on the Lizzie cow from Ophelia Talks. I heard
Ooh.
Linda Simpson was talking about that on her um, recent video. I'm in love with Jane Austen. I actually did a thesis on her in college. So I wrote a lot about her writing and her life. So that was fun.
Sorry, Frank was talking to me.
Awesome, Mama G. Is
But
that
that
on the eponyms?
Mama G says she's not crocheting today, giving her arm a break. And yeah, I haven't gotten that much crocheting done lately because of my cat Allie. She has been so clingy. I mean, like normally, like when she gets clingy, it lasts for about a week. But this time, it's been lasting longer. And but I think she might be finally starting to get these like early this morning she jumped on me, but then later on she didn't when I was sitting. And so I'm hoping she's starting to calm down on her clinginess. Because I'm like, I need to get my crochet and knitting going. And let's see.
My cat is still not comfortable yet. He's still in that mode of learning the household and all of that. So because I don't know how long he was out on his own before they picked him up. So
Allie can be a strange little kitty because, like, she can be very aloof, but then she can be like the sweetest cat. But whenever she's sweet, she tends to be clingy and 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 she don't really get along with my other cat Sophie, which they have their little shenanigans. Which last week I actually got in the middle of their cat fight. They call and Allie ended up clawing my face. Like I had like, well,
I
the
saw
other
that.
eye. like right there and like right around there, which is finally healed. I was just like, no, Allie, stop trying to hurt me. And let's
Yeah,
see,
we
Nisi says
go ahead.
I've got to get ready to go to Z's school to pick up his Chromebook. They are going remote learning for the next 2 days, but I've got you running and I'm listening in the background. Okay, awesome. And, and Mama G says she did a shout out on a video of you, but she hasn't uploaded it yet.
Yeah, they did one on homonyms, and I commented that they should do eponyms next. And Mama G said as soon as she looked that up, she would do it. um, but she said they did onomatopoeias, which are also super cool. Uh, so, because I'm an English teacher by trade, that's my day job. So,
Oh,
uh, I that's one of the reasons why I can't do very many lives is because during the day I'm teaching, and now I teach virtually, but I have kids in multiple time zones, so I'm teaching, and I could be up late at night teaching kids that are in Japan. I could be sometimes I'm up at 2 or 3 a.m. because I have kids in Germany that I'm working with, and they're 6 hours ahead of me. So
I have a friend that does that where she teaches like to children in other countries, and like she'll be up late at night doing it.
yeah.
But yeah, but one thing though, I need to get back doing my shout out videos. I haven't been doing them the last few weeks, so I need to get that back rolling. I feel like right now, I feel like I'm behind on everything.
Well, like Nisi said earlier, you need to take care of you. That's what's most important. So
Because like I need um I need to add some finishing touches, some well a few suggestions basically on my crochet version of the alien beanie, and
mhm.
I'm still waiting for the rest of my, the rest of my testers to finish that pattern. Then I need to write up. Well, now I have two knitted hats that I designed that I need to write up the patterns for, and get that out to my testers. And like last week, I didn't do my Knitting Friday video, which this week I'm planning to when I do my Crochet Tuesday video tomorrow, I'm gonna add the basically Knitting Friday to it, so y'all get to see what I knitted on that video. It's like, yeah, I only did Crochet Tuesday last week.
So are you I know you have that the video coming up. Are you still planning on trying to work on that? I think you said like October 15th.
Yes, and I was gonna mention that on
Well, I
today's
just saw
live.
Nightbot pop it up, so I just didn't know what the deadline was for that.
Um, yeah, basically, you're best to get your pictures in, your finished project pictures, by the end of day, October 14th. Because if you try to submit any pictures on the 15th, that's the day I'm going to be doing the video. So there's a chance you won't get your pictures in time. But
Okay.
yeah, if y'all want y'all pictures on the finished project video, get them in ASAP because there's only a few days until the 15th.
My
So
native.
yeah, and I'd love to see y'all finished pictures and get to show them off on a video. But yeah, and y'all can either email me y'all pictures, and
Tina.
I forgot to put my banner up. My email address is scrolling right now, and it's also in the description box of all my videos. Or you can post pictures in my Facebook group, and Nightbot drops the link to my Facebook group periodically, and it's also in the description box too of all my videos. But yeah, get y'all pictures to me. And there's still the fall video that
Right.
that I'll be doing on October 25th. And with that video, it's basically anything fall related or like Halloween related. Your home decor, decorations of Halloween, fall,
Yeah, I got to
pumpkin
send you
carving.
my pictures. We just finished putting up all of our decorations, and I want to send you those. And then I told Mama G, she did a video. I don't know if you caught it. She did a video of what the view is from her back porch, and she had these
Mhm.
beautiful autumn leaves. And I was like, you need to send that to Connie.
Yeah, send it to me, Mama G.
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
But yeah,
I
like
was like, I miss those views. I have family that used to, well, they still do. They live in Pennsylvania and New York and New Jersey, but I haven't been up there in a while. So fall there, like, because they were in the mountain region, and it was, oh wow, it was crazy beautiful.
I know, like, I love the fall foliage. But yeah, like pictures like that, y'all can send those type of
Yay, Mama
pictures.
G.
Um, you go to a pumpkin patch. The only thing is, don't send pictures with children in them because, like, for safety reasons, and I think YouTube even has some rule about that. Um, I know I've heard something, and I know Crystal was saying that there is something with that, but like for safety reasons, it's best to not include the kitties. but but yeah, pretty much it. Or if you dress your pets up for Halloween, that's another idea. And I
I
would
think
love to see those pictures.
I think my cat would run away if I tried to dress him up.
But
Although
yeah,
he is pretty good with the leash. Like I was surprised. I did it just kind of as a joke. Um and I just got it, and when I did it the first time, he just sat there and like kind of perked his head up like he knew exactly what was happening, and I was like, "Oh, all right. Well, then you really do want to go for a walk there, kitty kitty." And so I posted I think 2 videos now where he takes me for a walk. I can't walk him. If I try to pull him, he just lays
oh,
down. He just lays there. But he'll take me all over the yard.
we used to have this cat Izzy, and we would let her, take her out on the leash in the yard and stuff. And one day she starts running up the tree in our front yard, and like I had to let go. And she just kept going. I'm like, okay. Luckily, she came down quickly. But yeah, anything fall related, Halloween, you know, like I said, as long as they don't have children or it's not something like really, really gruesome, where people would have a hard time seeing. I'm basically if it fits in that category. Send your pictures.
Awesome.
But man, like some people get really creative with like their outdoor decorations, and I would love to see some of that. And then November 1st, I'll be doing another pet video too. And then around Thanksgiving, I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving theme video. I just got to figure out what day that's going to be on, and I'm probably going to wait. What's that?
I was just saying hi to Joe.
Oh, yeah, I need to greet some people. but I'll probably won't announce like really more about that one until after the fall Halloween themed one is over. But there will be, and then I'm planning to do like Christmas snow. I'm gonna have fun with these type of videos.
Right. And you should include, because I know Bailey and Darla, and there were a couple of other people that were mentioning their, because they just had Canadian Thanksgiving. So you could include, even if it was, in October that was Canadian Thanksgiving, go ahead and include your Thanksgiving pictures because it's all Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually easygoing, so
Yeah, but sometimes people won't think about that. They'll be like, "Oh, well, she's just asking for them for this time period," or so.
but yeah, if y'all celebrate, holidays at a different time, y'all can still send you like, the previous, like if y'all's were a few months back, y'all can submit those pictures for this video. Let's see, Tina's here, and also Margaret and Ursula. And is that everybody?
It's still beautiful, Mama G. Just because it's from your back porch doesn't make it any less beautiful.
Exactly.
I don't
And
even have I don't even have trees around me that change color. They're all pine trees because there's a lot of forest. They leave the forest. They'll leave it for like 30 years and then they'll come back and cut it down, for lumber. And so that's what they grow. Is they grow a lot of pine trees around me. And so that's really all that I have. I have one lonely little tree in my yard in the front and one in the back.
yeah, our leaves don't change. They don't not they just turn brown.
Yeah, in Louisiana they don't.
And let's see, we also have Joe and Sam here, and I think that's everybody. How are y'all doing today? And what is everyone currently working on? And I need to let Christina tell y'all more about herself and her channel and whatever else she'd like to talk about. So take it away.
All right. Oh yeah, my yeah, I got that actually at a resale shop or consignment shop or something.
Cute.
They have all of the vendor like booths. Everyone has a booth and it has a different number. So if you buy it from one booth, this person gets I don't know how it works. It sounds really complicated to me, but yeah, it says I smell children and my students love it because they think that's hilarious because they can see it when I'm working. So and they see it in my videos. It's up all year. It doesn't come down. It's not a Halloween decoration. It's there forever. um and I want one that says, it's a glorious morning. Makes me sick. I want one of those so bad. But so my channel is Bella Uncinetto, and it is beautiful crochet in Italian. And I have that name. I did a whole video on why I have that name and what it means. So if you want to go check that out, Pink Sheep Design, Evelyn at Pink Sheep Design, she helped me with my logo. Basically, I literally did like this ridiculously rough sketch on a sticky note. So I did it on a sticky note, and I put like colors and like arrows, and I'm a horrible artist. I don't draw well. But I did and I just kind of told her what I wanted, gave her a little description. She came back and did the first one. The colors I didn't care for, but the second one, it was beautiful. So what am I working on? I am currently working on oh, this fell out. Let me put my stitch marker in. I'm working on Lisa Ladybird Loves Pick and Mix Cowl. So if you haven't done that, you can check it out. It's 5 colors. She spins a wheel to choose which color you're using that week. And then you have a main color that goes in between the colors. So my main color is black. And then I have 3 other colors in addition to purple. And the wheel picks the color and the stitch, and you just do what it says. And I think that's awesome because then I don't have to work so hard and think about it. And then I started winding my yarn. I'm going to do a video on this soon too. Bailey, Cindy, and Spring, they're doing a rectangle shawl cowl. So I'm going to be putting a video up on that, showing you what yarn I'm using and what kind of shawl I'm doing. Yes, Gwenny Square. Hopefully. We can. Yeah, I think you're like an hour maybe away from me. I know. I would love it, Tina. It is so awesome. And they're coming out with the second one, I heard. And all of the original 3 sisters are going to be there. So you're going to have, Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and I can never remember Mary's name, like who she is in real life. I know the witch name, but I don't remember her real name.
I'm trying to think of it.
But yeah, so I'm hoping I can grow my channel. I want to do a giveaway for every 100 subscribers. As I think I'm at 160 something. I don't know. And then I want to start a tutorial session, but I want to start it like literally from the beginning, because I hold my hook like this, like pencil. But when I'm doing Tunisian, I can't hold it pencil. I have to hold it like this to go through. So, which is the knife grip. So I want to do that. And then everyone holds their yarn in their other hand differently, depending on their tension. And I want to do a video kind of talking about that. But I didn't know like how well that would be received. So I'm going to do it anyway because I want to, but we'll see what happens.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, somebody made a point. I don't remember who it was, but there are people new to the crochet world all the time, and you never know what they're going to be looking for, and they're going to stumble upon whatever you're making.
And sometimes you get that one, you get people that they're thinking the same thing, but they never speak up. And then, all it takes is one person to speak up, and then next thing you know, everyone was thinking, well, a good amount of people were thinking the same thing. So, I always say that there's no dumb question in things. It's
Right.
like you got a question, just ask it.
Be careful, don't let it sit up there so I
Tina's
can dry.
saying that she found the coolest crocheted witch's hat with wire in it on YouTube. So cute. Oh, I would love it if you send me the link to that pattern.
Awesome, Mama
If
G.
you can email it to me or leave it in a comment. Well, it's best to email. The YouTube tends not to like links and comments that much because a lot of times they delete those comments if you include a link. So let's see. And there was another comment too.
Yeah, I know Bag O'Day has a hat. I don't think hers has a wire, but she holds I think 2 strands together for her hat, because Granny D was wearing it the other day.
I did a witch hat last year that's knitted. That I bought the pattern for. It has like a spider on the front of it. Which I will be wearing that in an upcoming video because I'm going to be wearing all my Halloween hats that I made last year. So y'all get to see it eventually.
I don't have that talent. I don't have that talent. I have many talents. Knitting is not one of them. I've tried, and it turns into more yarn barf than pulling out the center of a skein on purpose. So I just leave it alone.
I
Maybe one day
started
I'll learn.
I started knitting first, then I finally learned crochet. But I had a harder time learning to crochet.
I've been crocheting since I was 9, and my Beast Nona, my great grandmother, she started me on doilies and scarves. So I had these giant bulky scarves that I was pretty much doing by hand because the yarn was, it was like blanket yarn, and she was making scarves out of it. But I mean, she was in New York and New Jersey, so it's really cold. Oh, awesome, Mama G. But then the doilies was the tiny little thin crochet thread. So being able to work with yarn in between those two things is really helpful. Because I had those little, the little thin, like, I don't know, 0.75 millimeter hooks. And it's like spider web silk that you're dealing with.
And Tina wants to know what we're working on, which you already mentioned your cowl.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working on anything else, or is that it?
I'm starting another cowl, like I said, the rectangle shawl. I had someone ask me about making them some placemats, but they said they were going to get back to me about the colors that they wanted. So we'll see. Because I really like to, when I make things, I really like to focus on sustainable items and sustainable yarns. So I like to use cottons or recycled yarns. Like I have some yarn that's made out of recycled jeans. So I like to use those. And then I don't like to, I don't throw away, like if I cut an end, I have jars all over the place that have yarn in them, and I use those to stuff my amigurumi. I actually use some of them to stuff my little zombies up this way. That I put those on my up this way. I put that on my I did a video on those. And so I'm going to be making some of those, and I'm going to be sending them to Rose for November. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Joe. I love them too. I think they're awesome.
For me, I have my temperature blanket, which has been a year-long project. And it's funny, I finally got the color yarn. I finally ordered it and got it in that I needed to continue my blanket. So then our average temperature.
I don't know where that's coming from.
I was wondering the same.
Hold on, I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. And of course the average temperature dropped into the 70s. So I thought I had the yarn for that color that for the 70s. And a while back I had placed this big order from Joann's, and I had ordered a bunch of blue yarn for my temperature blanket. Well, I only ordered one skein, and I must have already used it. Because I was looking and I can't find any more of that color. So now I had to order more color, more yarn in that color to be able to finally, hopefully, catch up on my temperature blanket. Then I have the big blanket that I'm designing that I've been working on. And also my peppermint blanket that I've been crocheting, working on. For knitting, like I said, I finished a beanie last week that I designed, and I'll be starting tomorrow on a new beanie that I'll be designing. I have fun with the beanies. and then there's also this project's on kind of hold until after the holidays, but I do have a shawl that I was knitting on, but it'll probably be after Christmas before I start working on it again, because I have some beanies that I want to do and design some patterns for the holidays. So that's what I've been working on. And let's see. Yeah, Mama G loves the zombies.
Yeah, I found them in a book, and I showed the book too in the video. I've actually shown it twice. I got it at one of those online creative reuse stores. I can't remember which one. It was either Thistle Creative Reuse or Make and Mend. Kim at Affordably Crafty had done a video on those, and I don't have any of those shops near me. Like, I know Cinnamon Stitches has talked about a bunch of them, and then there are some other ones, but I don't have any of those. So when she said that there were some that you could order from online, I was like, oh, that's great. Check in between the cushions, Gwenny Square. Maybe it went there. I don't know. So that's where I got the book from. And then I was looking through it and I was like, oh, those zombies would be the cutest. Even though they're supposed to be scary, but they also call for like, so like in their head, it calls to put like screws and little like springs and stuff. And I think that would be awesome, but not to give to children.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give that to children. Hi, Kaylina.
Hey, Kaylina, how are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Oh, you love my hat. Thank you. Yeah, this is a pumpkin one I knitted last year. And when I do my Crochet Tuesday video tomorrow, I'm going to link this hat in the description box, the tutorial for it. And well, not the well the pattern for it. I mean, sorry, and also whatever hat I decide to wear on that video. If there's a link for the pattern, I'll include that one too, in case any of y'all want to make the hats that I wear. And she likes the background too. Thanks. That's my green screen. I have a lot of fun with the different backgrounds. But like how Granny Square was saying where her hook went.
Yeah.
Um, I had one time I lost my hook. I'm looking everywhere for it. All of a sudden, I found it in my pocket. And I don't know what made me decide to stick it in my pocket. I don't normally do that. And I was just like, what happened to it? Okay. So do you want to go ahead and ask the first question, Christina?
Yeah, sure. I'll start with one of your questions. Let's see. I have it here. Uh, what fall or Halloween projects are you making or planning to make? And I have a pattern that I got. It's an amigurumi pattern. It's a poison apple. So it looks like the poison apple off of Snow White. I really want to make that. So that's going to be something that I probably start soon. Um, I think it looks really cool. It's actually in black and purple, which is one of the reasons why I bought this yarn.
Ooh.
So
For me, were you you had something else you wanted to say?
just hats and fingerless gloves because I really like them. But that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were done speaking. And then I go to speak and you started back. I'm like,
That's
but
okay.
that happens no matter how hard you try not to. But anyway, for me, my answer is for knitting. I'm going to be designing a Halloween beanie next. Depending on how much time I have, I would like to try to do something where maybe designing a pattern for a Halloween shawl, but I don't know. I may not finish it until after Halloween. It definitely wouldn't get tested before Halloween. And even my beanies probably won't be tested in time. That I've already done. But they're always there for next year. But anyway, then yeah, that I started thinking Christmas.
Yeah, I always find that difficult because like I start thinking about things that I could make for Christmas in like July, and I'm thinking about Halloween at like Easter time. And people are like, "Why are you making pumpkins right now?" And I'm like, "Well, if I make them in October, they won't be
Hmm.
ready."
You gotta start early enough. and
Right.
and like whenever I do like when I design like holiday stuff, that's one thing I need to get better at, starting to do it sooner because it's not always ready for the holiday. And then if anyone wants to make it, you got a lot time for that too.
Right.
But I'm learning as I go. But yeah, but after that, I'd probably start working on designing some Christmas beanies and maybe even socks. Just depends. Let's see, Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today? She says she finds her hooks in her ponytail.
I used to do that with pencils and pens when my hair was longer. I would, because I'd be in the classroom and I didn't have a ponytail holder or something. I'd be walking around or something like that, and I'd just put my hair up. Um, and then I'd come home or I'd be looking for where did I put that pen? Where did I put that pencil? And then I'd go to like, oh, that's where it is.
Yeah, like how many times people lose their glasses and they're on their head.
Or they're looking for their phone and they're on it.
Oh,
My friend did
speaking.
that to me one time. She was like, I can't find my phone. And we were talking on the phone. She's like, I can't find my phone. I was like, what's in your hand? She was like, my car keys. I was like, no, your other
Yeah, we lost one of our cell phones this past week.
Oh no.
I think we lost either like Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Tuesday. And what was bad too was I was expecting a phone call um from the hospital because my cardiologist was scheduling an ultrasound on my legs.
Oh yeah.
And 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 it was like lost the phone. It started with Frank. Last time we knew Frank had it last around the computer, but he must have given it back, handed it back to me, and somehow it got stuck in the living room chairs cushions, and we had even looked there and didn't see it, but it went like deep down, and I mean like we didn't find it until yesterday. And I'm looking at the missed calls, and I'm seeing that the hospital called, the cardiologist called. I'm like, oh gee. It's like this morning I had to call, which I figured the cardiologist was calling about the ultrasound, which that's what
Right.
it was. And then I had to call the hospital to get that scheduled. It's like, oh, but
My friend ended up getting a, what's it called? It's a tile is what it's called, and you attach it to like your keys or your phone or whatever. So if you lose it, you can just like go to the main whatever and push it and it'll start going off.
and
Um,
we don't normally lose our phones. That's what's so funny. Let's see,
right.
Denine's here. Hi, Denine. How are you doing today?
Yay! Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Native Wind, how big is it? She's talking about she's having trouble blocking her shawl. I'm glad you found it. Yay! I helped Gwenny Square find her hook. It was in the cushions.
Because I know usually with blocking, you basically, you wet it and you pin it down to like cardboard.
Yeah, but a shawl sometimes, depending on how big it is, it can be kind of awkward because it's if
Yeah,
it's a triangle shawl, then you've got a big portion and then a small portion, and it can be difficult sometimes.
I still need to block that cable shawl that I knitted. Like I said, I feel like I'm behind on everything.
Well,
but
when you don't feel well, you tend to like just not want to go as quickly with things.
but like with that, like since it's acrylic, I gotta kind of like do like the steam thing.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
event- eventually I'll get to it.
Yeah, sure. One day.
But like I was saying earlier, it's like I need to add some little changes to my alien beanie because one thing I want to do is like I've had a few of the ones that were testing it. They had trouble with the graph,
Right.
so
I
I
remember you
think.
mentioning that.
hmm So I think I'm also going to include like how to do the graph writing it out. That way, those that are, and I'll have both. Where if you're comfortable with graphs, you have the graph, and if you're not comfortable with a graph, then you have it written out. Like knit, like knit, well, crochet 3 stitches in black, then 2 in green, then 5 in black. You know, because and I think too that will also help people learn how to read graphs, seeing it written out, and then
Right.
being able to take that information and see how the graph works better.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
but yeah, I've had
Native.
I have two testers that's finished now,
Native.
and one is
Who's
close to it. So probably after the third person finishes testing it, then I'll work on getting it uploaded to Ravelry. And I do still have like some other testers, and as they complete it, like I'll show their pictures of it later on. But I
right?
know a lot of people are waiting for that pattern, and I'm trying to get it to y'all as soon as possible. But 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 like my initial testers, I've had a few people that's had issues with the graph port, and I had to go get some more people to test. So I recently got three more people that's testing.
That's
So
cool.
hopefully soon.
Right. Um,
And
Native said that her shawl is kind of large. One thing, and this is not a thing that I have done, but Krista from the Secret Yarnery mentioned that sometimes if she has a larger project that she's trying to block, she'll use like a mattress or a big cushion, like a couch cushion or something, where she will put it on there and kind of block it. Uh, with acrylic, she'll do it with the steam. That way it's not so, she's not wetting her couch cushions. But,
mhm,
that may be something. I don't know what kind of space you have, Native, but that may be something to consider depending on, just how large it is.
mhm. But yeah, eventually though, I'll get my shawl blocked. And like I said, then I still need to write up the knitted beanies that I recently did,
Right. The two you
and
said.
I still need to do tutorials on the stitches on my blanket.
Sounds like you need an assistant.
and and it's like this past week everything just kind of got away from me.
Yeah.
So
And you
I'll
do
be
you do what you have time for. You do what you have time for.
I'll be trying to catch up. And even like emails and comments, it's like this past week it's taken me longer to get back to people than usual.
Right.
Let's see. Denise's here. I don't remember if I told you hi already or not. And also Chris is here. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? Oh yeah. I just thought of something. Today isn't today Columbus Day? I think it is. And
It's a
what I
it's
think
a
is funny?
federal day, which is why I'm off work.
What's funny is that, and I know I used to always think this in school, but you never heard people like really acknowledging this. You know how they always teach you that Christopher Columbus is the first person to discover America.
Yeah,
Well,
I had that talk with my daughter, uh, because she was like, "I don't know who that is," and I was like, "No, we celebrate Indigenous people." So that's what she was showing me. We had some art that we have that she's doing for Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's what I was like. There were people here before he got here.
exactly, the Indians were already here.
It's also Canadian Thanksgiving. Yes, Bailey was talking about how she was up cooking and all of that. She was sharing not pictures, but she was talking earlier today about what she made. Sounded
Mm.
delicious.
And that's one thing. Whenever I plan to do a Thanksgiving themed video, down the road. And at first I was gonna, do it right before Thanksgiving, but I think I'm gonna wait a few days after Thanksgiving, so like y'all could also include pictures of all y'all fixings that y'all prepare to eat for Thanksgiving, like if y'all cook pies or y'all casseroles, and Yeah, I might do like a picture of the feast on the table. I don't know. I'm like, get creative. Have fun with it.
Do you have an iron? I always got in trouble, Mama G. If you have an iron, native, you can use that and like just hold it above it and create the steam. And Tina asked the benefits of blocking. What are the benefits of blocking?
You could also like put a pillowcase over it too.
Right.
That way that the heat's not hitting directly on it.
Especially if it's acrylic, yeah.
Which I actually have a steamer, but the last time Frank went to use it, he said it wasn't working right. So I don't know. I don't know. I got it from a yard sale, so
Right.
I love my yard sales.
We went to there's a place here called the Foundry, and it's another place that has all these different vendor booths. And we always find some really cool stuff there. This is what she was working on. I'll show you a picture if you can see that.
Ooh,
She was
nice.
painting some calaveras, and then we also have these Talavera boxes that we're going to work on next. And so we got those, and they come with cultural information cards, and it's over here. Cultural information cards and celebration cards, so it tells you about the language and it tells you about all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing today.
And Tina's asking what's the benefits of blocking.
Yeah.
I think it's more beneficial in knitting than crochet. But with knitting, like especially when you're doing lace, it brings out the lace in the patterns. And also, like sometimes with pattern, like sometimes when you're knitting, it tends to curl. Like I know like the shawl that I need to block, the edging curls in a lot. So the blocking helps basically flatten it where it don't curl as much. At least hopefully.
Or if you crochet like me and you have tight tension, like I've really tight tension. I'm telling you, I'm not. This is supposed to be an extended join double crochet. You can't even like no. So my stuff will curl terribly. Oh, there, Chris said, if you can see it, blocking more evenly distributes your work. No squished or rolled up edges, as you said. More uniform shape, and the design can be so like native, because you did the Lost Souls shawl. Blocking it would really make that design stand out.
Yeah, it makes it pop.
Right. So, because it's an intricate shawl.
Mama G says her kids got in trouble every Columbus Day arguing with teachers about exactly that when it comes to the
Indigenous people.
And you know what's funny is like like I was thinking about this the other day with Frank. When you get a question on a test, who discovered America first? And it say like a child would put Indians. Would the teacher mark that wrong when they're really right? And then the Vikings too.
Right. And I just I don't know. I'm second generation American, so my parents were born here, but that's it. Like I don't have uh you know deep uh roots. I can trace my family back, but not in America. So I you know I learned a lot about the people that, even where my family's from, some people that lived there before were uprooted because of the people that moved there that I'm descendant from. So being sensitive to all of that. Oh, awesome, Tina. I like that you love the Talavera. They're little I think these are like, they're not ceramic because it wouldn't have been that price for ceramic. I want to say they're like plasticky boxes that we like paint on. So, oh, bye, Joe.
Yeah. Bye, Joe. And also, I saw that Nisi recently left. I hope y'all have a good day. I forgot what I was going to say. I was fixing to say something and it slipped my mind.
Sorry. Do you want to ask another question?
Yeah, I guess we can do that. Probably be the last one. We're at 50 minutes, so
Right.
okay. Do you give good directions? No, you do not want directions from me. I will get you lost. I will confuse you. And I have like no sense of direction. Like, I mean, I'm beyond horrible. Where like say like we go like to the doctor or something. A lot of times, like Frank will be like, "You gotta turn this way," because I will lose my sense of direction. And even one time, I had rode my bike up the road, and there's basically two connecting roads. The way that I was, well, I got myself all turned around and went to the wrong road. Had to retrace my steps to get back, and
I'm
even
okay. Go ahead.
And even like whenever I worked at the hospital my first day, I couldn't figure out how to get into the building and stuff. And like one of the security guards would always joke around and call me lost and found. So how about you, Christina?
I mean, I'm okay with directions as long as you don't ask me like north, south, east, or west. Now, if you want to ask me how to get somewhere, I'm more likely going to like draw it out for you. It won't be to scale, but I'll put like, you'll take two lights and you'll come to a gas station on your left. You know, I can do that kind of direction, and I will more than likely write it down for you or draw you a map. So I mean, I can get you there, but you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, head 5 miles east and then take, you know, the first right headed west. I mean, I don't even know if that's correct, but you know, whatever. However, I don't do that very well. I only know the direction when I'm driving because on my rearview mirror in my car, it tells me what direction I'm driving in. It has a little digital display. That's it. That's the only reason I know.
Or like, I mean, I could be a passenger in a vehicle, and you could be going somewhere, and afterwards, I could not tell you like where how we went about getting there. I could not tell you. It's like in order for me to learn how to get somewhere, like I would have to do like the driving myself.
There are lots of people like that.
No,
Lots of people like that.
I have no sense of direction. And Frank thinks it's funny.
Well, hi. Do you want to say hello? Come here. You
Hello,
want to say hello? Come here, buddy.
is that Nero?
Yeah.
Ooh,
You want to
hey,
say
pretty
hi to
kitty.
everybody? Let's say hi, buddy.
Hello there.
Okay. Look, let's say hi.
Yeah, y'all may have heard Allie meow a few times in the background.
Hi. Hi.
Aww.
He's so big. He's so big. Like
So
he's just really long. Okay, go on.
Sophie's a big kitty, and it's funny. Like Allie's tiny, but Sophie's a larger kitty.
Yeah, I don't think he's full Maine Coon, but I think he's at least part because he has a lot of the features and he is large. Like I'm 5'5", and he goes from my shoulder, and if he stretches out all the way down to my knee, his body is
Oh,
that long. So I'm just like, he's a big boy. He's a
and
big boy.
and boy kitties are usually bigger.
Yeah. I had a cat before, my Sophia, that his name was Merlin, and I named him Merlin because he had a little uh white right here and it came to a point, like he had a little beard. So I called him Merlin.
As a kid, we had a cat that had the little, we called it goatee.
Yeah. He was a wizard of a cat. He liked to jump in the freezer, he liked to jump in the shower, he liked to play in the cabinets. I don't know, he was crazy.
Allie loves finding little cubby holes. That
I don't think Nero could fit in a little anything.
Yeah, because like Allie, you quite often can't find her because she'll find those little cubby holes. We're like Sophie, it's not often you can't find Sophie because Sophie's
Right.
just too big. But like every once in a while, Sophie will go like find a spot where you're just like, where is she?
Right. Where did she go?
But it's not often. So let's see. I guess I'll go over my announcements one more time before we say our goodbyes.
Okay.
Um, but like I was saying earlier, the pet not the pet video, the finished project video will be on October 15th. And today's the 11th, so there's only a few more days to get your pictures in. So if y'all haven't submitted your finished project pictures, please get them to me ASAP if y'all want to be in that video.
And that's a lot of
Um,
hard work getting that videos done. So big, big, big shout out to you because that's hard, especially with so many different emails and so many different pictures. And
and I always worry about like making a mistake, putting the wrong name on the picture, which I did do that one time quite a while back. Um, Stuff like that, or leaving someone out. But with the finished projects, I'm doing once a month. So if I would miss someone's picture, I could always put that in the following month's video.
right,
But and I think that's what triggered my back starting to hurt because I was on the computer a long time working on it.
right.
And after that, that's when my back started hurting. So I try not to stay too long at once on the computer
Hmm.
or constantly. And but that day I did.
Yeah, there were a lot. I only expected you to use one picture. Like I sent you some and was like, oh, she'll just choose the best one. And you put all of them in there. And I was like, oh, wow. So if you send Connie more than one picture, she's going to put all of your pictures in. So be
More
mindful
than
of that. That takes a
likely.
lot of work.
But yeah, so yeah, get y'all finished project pictures into me. Um, and then the fall video, the fall theme, it's going to be October 25th. So get those anything fall Halloween related. And like I said, with the videos, just don't include pictures of children. Um, and then November 1st will be another pet video. And I have other videos planned for later on, but I'm waiting for it to get closer to that time to really get into detail on those. But
Right.
yeah, send me your pictures. Either by email or my Facebook group. Um, and let's see. Oh yeah, tomorrow's my Crochet Tuesday video. And since I didn't do my Knitting Friday video last week, I'm gonna be putting my knitting stuff in the video. And then I should still do a Knitting Friday video this week too, but I'm just gonna, kind of combine the two. And is there anything else I need to tell y'all? Let's see. think that should cover everything, I hope. If not, I'll probably mention, if I forgot anything, I'll probably get mentioned in my video tomorrow. So, do you have anything you'd like to say before we say our goodbyes, Christina?
As soon as I get to 200, I'm doing another giveaway. So
Woohoo!
share that out and subscribe.
And yes,
And huh?
if y'all, sorry, if y'all haven't checked out Christina's channel, go check her out. She's awesome. Y'all gonna love her. Throw that yarn in her window.
I appreciate it. Yeah. But
And I want
I
to,
appreciate you having me on, Connie.
oh, thank you. And I want to thank you for coming live with me. And I want to thank everyone for watching today and those that will be watching on replay. Thank you. And I
Yes, thank
love
you
you
so much.
guys. And I hope everyone has a fabulous, yarny day. Be the light and bye.